Bonjour and bienvenue. This is Fabulously Delicious, the French food podcast, your passport to all things French cuisine and culinary culture. From the buttery croissants of Paris, its boulangeries to the finest cheeses from fromageries around France, we explore the rich traditions and stories that make French food so irresistibly iconic. French cooking isn't just about recipes, it's about passion, history, and savouring life one delicious bite at a time. On this podcast, we dive into the stories behind iconic dishes, uncover hidden culinary gems, and meet the incredible people, chefs, artisans, and home cooks who bring these flavours to life. I'm your host, Andrew Pryor. Enchanté.
Enchanté.
Once a MasterChef contestant, now I call France home. And here I spend days cooking, tasting, exploring, and celebrating the extraordinary food, wine, and traditions of this beautiful country. And I can't wait to share it all with you, my fabulously delicious audience. In today's episode, we're diving into the art of the French picnic, from the perfect baguette to the chilled rosé. The history behind this beloved tradition and how picnics have inspired artists, writers, and filmmakers alike. So grab a glass of wine, if you're not driving of course. Tear off a chunk of crusty bread, add a smear of camembert cheese perhaps, some saucisson, and get ready to indulge in another mouth-watering journey. Welcome to Fabulously Delicious. The French picnic is more than just a casual outdoor meal. It's a cherished ritual that blends simplicity with elegance, celebrating the pleasures of good food, good company, and nature. At its heart lies the quintessential baguette, crusty and freshly baked, often paired with creamy cheeses like brie or camembert, and charcuterie such as saucisson or jambon cru. Crisp seasonal fruits and crunchy fresh vegetables add brightness and balance, whilst the chilled bottle of rosé wine sets the perfect tone. Light, refreshing, and effortlessly sophisticated. Whether sprawled out on a checkered blanket, in a bustling park, or beside a serene riverbank, the French picnic transforms everyday ingredients into a feast of joie de vivre, embodying a timeless cultural art form that's both relaxed and refined. The French word for picnic is pique-nique, spelled Pique, Nique, with a hyphen between the two parts. This charming term dates back to the 17th century and is believed to have originated from a combination of piqueur, meaning to pick, or to peck, and nique, an old French word for something small or insignificant. Together, it roughly translates to picking out small things, which perfectly captures the share and sample nature of a picnic meal. Over time, pique-nique evolved to describe a social outdoor meal, where everybody brings a little something to share, making it a beloved part of French culture and the art of dining al fresco. The art of the French picnic goes beyond the food. It's about the experience and the setting as much as it is the meal itself. The French approach picnicking with a sense of style and leisure, carefully choosing a picturesque spot, whether it's under the shade of a chestnut tree, beside a sparkling river, or a lively city park buzzing with life. Presentation, it matters too. Foods are often wrapped in simple parchment paper or packed in charming baskets, making them easy to share and enjoy without fuss. Conversation flows freely, laughter fills the air, and time seems to slow down as friends and family savour each bite alongside the natural surroundings. This unhurried, convivial atmosphere elevates the humble picnic into a celebration of connection, culture, and the simple joys of life. The origins of the French picnic date back centuries, rooted in practical need for workers and travellers to enjoy simple meals outdoors. Historically, peasants, farmers and labourers would gather midday to share homemade bread, cheeses, cured meats and seasonal produce, eating al fresco when working the land or travelling between villages. These informal gatherings allowed people to rest and refuel during the day, blending sustenance with social connection. The French countryside, with its rolling fields and shaded groves, naturally lends itself to this open-air dining tradition, planting the seeds for what would become a beloved cultural ritual. By the 18th century, the picnic began to evolve into a more refined social event among the French aristocracy and bourgeoisie, influenced by the rise of outdoor leisure activities and garden parties. The picnic transformed from a purely functional meal to an occasion for enjoyment and display. Elaborate wicker baskets, fine linens, and carefully selected gourmet foods replaced the rustic fare, turning the picnic into an opportunity to showcase culinary taste and social elegance. This shift reflected broader changes in French society, where dining became an art form and outdoor meals an expression of lifestyle. The 19th century solidified the picnic as a cultural institution in France, intertwined with the burgeoning love for nature, romanticism, and public parks. As cities expanded and public gardens were created, picnics became popular weekend escapes from urban life, allowing people of all classes to connect with nature and each other. Writers, artists, and musicians often depicted picnics in their work, celebrating the joyful, communal spirit of sharing food outdoors. Planning a trip to France, heading to Paris, or maybe you're one of those lucky ones that already live in this incredible city. Whether you're planning your dream foodie adventure or just looking to savor the best that Paris has to offer, I've got you covered. After years of living in and indulging my way through the city of lights, love, and good food, I'm thrilled to share all my delicious discoveries with you, my fabulously delicious audience. If you love French food as much as I do, then I think that this book is made for you. Introducing the 2025 edition of Paris, a fabulous food guide to the world's most delicious city. This isn't just an update, it's a celebration of all things food in Paris. Packed with even more hand-picked recommendations, the guide now features expanded sections for restaurants, cafes, bars, fromageries, boulangeries, and patisseries. Plus, I've added exciting new sections for vegan and vegetarian options, dining with a view, and a revamped and expanded food walking tour to help you explore the city bite by bite. With over 400 listings, including iconic food streets, gourmet supply stores, wine bars, and more, this guide is the ultimate companion for anybody craving a true taste of Paris. Whether you're hunting down flaky croissants, creamy cheeses, or a perfectly poured cafe creme, you'll find it all inside. Grab your copy today at andrewpryorfabulously.com, where you can order a signed gift package version, perfect for food-loving friends or family, or head to Amazon, where it's available in print and a Kindle version as well for instant foodie inspiration. Bon appetit and happy exploring, mes amis. French picnics have long inspired artists, resulting in beautiful paintings that capture the charm and social elegance of outdoor dining. One of the earliest depictions is Fêtes champêtres by Jean-Antoine Watteau, circa 1722, which shows aristocrats enjoying a leisurely picnic amid idyllic garden settings, an early artistic celebration of outdoor festivity. Similarly, Jean-Baptiste Peter's 18th century picture by the same name continues this tradition, emphasizing the joyful, playful spirit of such gatherings. Another famous work depicts Marie Antoinette picnicking at her Mue de Lorraine in Versailles, where the Queen and her court enjoyed rustic outdoor meals in a pastoral setting, reflecting a royal embrace of the picnic as both leisure and escape. And in the 19th century, Impressionist paintings brought new life to the picnic scene. Claude Monet's Le Déjeuner sur l'herbe in 1866 presents a sunlit, intimate moment of friends, dining outdoors, focusing on light, colour, and the beauty of nature surrounding the gathering. Together, these paintings reveal how the picnic became a favoured subject that symbolises relaxation, social connection, and the French passion for blending food with the natural world. French picnics have also found a cherished place in literature, where they often symbolise romance, freedom, and the simple joys of life. Writers like Marcel Proust and Victor Hugo have evoked the atmosphere of outdoor meals to reflect moments of intimacy and social connection. Proust, in particular, painted vivid scenes of leisurely lunches in the countryside that underscore the sensory pleasures of food, nature, and company, all central to the French art of picnicking. These literal depictions have helped shape the cultural imagination, turning the picnic into a poetic symbol of escape from the pressures of daily life. And in cinema, French picnics often provide a picturesque backdrop for memorable moments of love, drama, or intrigue. One iconic scene is Alfred Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief, where Grace Kelly and Cary Grant enjoy an elegant picnic on the sun-drenched French Riviera, blending glamour, romance, and the breathtaking coastal scenery. Similarly, the film Amélie features a whimsical picnic in the gardens of Montmartre that captures the charm of Parisian life, while Jean-Luc Godard's Pierrot le Fou presents spontaneous picnic scenes that reflect the character's rebellious spirit and zest for freedom. These cinematic moments beautifully encapsulate the French picnic as a symbol of joie de vivre, romance, and a deep connection to food and nature. Need a little French flavour in your feed? Between podcast episodes, I'm serving up short, tasty videos on the rich history of French food, because every dish, well, it has a story, and I'm dishing it out on Instagram. You'll also catch snippets of life in France, plenty of behind-the-scenes moments, and maybe even a pastry or two that I haven't eaten yet. So follow at Andrew Pryor Fabulously on Instagram and Threads, and let's turn your social time into snack time, the fabulous French way. The title of the longest picnic in France was claimed on May 26, 2024, when thousands of Parisians gathered on the Champs-Élysées for a grand outdoor meal. Organised by local traders aiming to revitalise the avenue, the event featured 4,400 participants seated on a 216-metre-long red and white checkered picnic blanket, dubbed the world's largest tablecloth. The picnic was a response to the Champs-Élysées' decline, marked by the replacement of popular shops and cinemas with luxury boutiques, catering mainly to wealthy tourists. The initiative aimed to combat this trend and encourage local residents to return to the avenue. The participants enjoyed meals provided by 8 partner restaurants, including the renowned Fouquet's Brasserie, with offerings ranging from ham baguettes to Caesar salads, crudités and macarons. The event was described as a true popular and gourmet celebration, with the former Élysée Palace chef Guillaume Gomez serving as the guest of honour. This picnic not only set a record, but also symbolised a communal effort to reconnect Parisians with their iconic avenue. When preparing for a French picnic, it's not just about the delicious food. There's a few essentials that elevate the experience. A comfortable blanket or picnic mat is a must, ideally something large enough to accommodate everyone and easy to spread on grass or cobblestones. A good bottle opener and corkscrew, well, they're essential, of course, for enjoying a wine or rosé. The classic picnic companions, and don't forget reusable cutlery, plates and glasses to keep things eco-friendly and elegant. Sunscreen, hats and perhaps a parasol or umbrella to help protect you from the sun. While a small cooler or insulated bag will keep those cheeses, charcuterie and drinks fresh. Finally, maybe a portable speaker. Might be a new trendy addition to a French picnic for some soft background music, or a good book can complete the perfect laid-back French picnic vibe. When it comes to food, a French picnic is all about simplicity, quality, and a balance of flavours. The foundation is usually a freshly baked baguette, crusty on the outside and soft inside, of course, perfect for tearing and sharing. Accompanying the bread are a selection of cheeses, often from the local regions, ranging from creamy brie and tangy roquefort to a comté or fresh chèvre. Charcuterie is another picnic staple, with thinly sliced saucisson, jambon de Bayonne or jambon cru, or pâté, adding rich, savoury notes that pair beautifully with the bread and cheeses. Fresh seasonal produce is also essential to a French picnic spread. Crisp, juicy fruits like grapes, cherries or figs add natural sweetness, whilst crunchy crudités such as carrots, radishes and cucumbers provide a refreshing contrast. A simple green salad dressed with a light vinaigrette offers a bright, fresh element to balance richer items. And for something heartier, a quiche or a savoury tart, perhaps a classic Lorraine with bacon and cheese or a vegetable-filled option. They make a perfect portable dish that can be enjoyed cold or at room temperature. No French picnic, of course, though, is complete without a touch of indulgence in the form of sweet treats. Delicate patisseries like macarons, fruit tarts or eclairs provide a lovely finish, whilst a small jar of homemade jam or honey can elevate bread and cheese. Of course, these foods are best enjoyed with a chilled bottle of rosé, a light white wine, or sparkling water, making the picnic not just a meal, but a celebration of French culinary culture. Having a picnic in France is more than just eating outdoors. It's a celebration of the French way of life. Picnicking offers a chance to slow down and savor simple pleasures with friends or family. Beyond the food, a picnic in France connects you to centuries of tradition and culture, inviting you to embrace the joie de vivre that defines French living. Henri Toulouse-Lautrec said, "To eat well in France is to live well." And I say, what better way to eat well than a leisurely picnic beneath the open sky? And that's a wrap for this episode of Fabulously Delicious. Had you heard about the art and the history of the French picnic before? What's the most fabulous thing that you discovered today? Whether it's a fun fact, a new idea for your next outdoor meal, or a deeper appreciation for the simple joys of French cuisine, I'd love to hear from you. Slide into my DMs at Andrew Pryor Fabulously on Instagram, or send me an email at contact@andrewpryorfabulously.com. Let's connect and chat about picnics, French food, or anything delicious. After all, good food conversations are one of the best ways to bring people together, don't you think? If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to share it with your friends, family, or anybody who loves food as much as we do. Your support means the world and helps keep the Fabulously Delicious journey going. And hey, if you're feeling extra fabulous, why not leave a review? It helps more foodies discover the show, and I'd be so grateful. Thank you so much for joining me. Your love for French food and culture inspires every episode of Fabulously Delicious. Remember my motto, whatever you do it fabulously. Merci beaucoup, and as always, bon appétit. Au revoir. Until next time.